Hey guys, good evening. So here we are in our second Stepping Stones webinar. We're a day late as yesterday my internet died completely and I didn't get access to any of this. Now I'm a bit late running today as well. Yesterday I had a babysitter organised, but I didn't have today. So the boys have played up big time now and Mummy had to get online on a call. So today's about mobility. For those of you that can't join us this evening, it looks like it's going to be a quiet one. I'm going to record it anyway so that we've got it online and we keep the momentum going with the webinar series. Now, we spoke last week about 5 things that you can do right now to help you improve the environment in your body to help you function better. Today we're going to talk about mobility. Now, I spoke last week about how a lot of people think for me, I say, oh, you have to exercise. And people go, oh, exercise. It's like a dirty word sometimes, or I've got to go to the gym, or I've got to sweat, or I've got to like jump about and do something really energetic. I'm not fit enough yet to do that. I can't go to the gym till I get this fit out, otherwise I'll be really red. I can't go to classes because I'll be embarrassed because I can't move properly. And over the years, there's been so many excuses that I've heard about reasons why people can't start the gym yet, and they're usually completely ludicrous, but the people believe in themselves in their head, which is fine. Now, having worked in the therapy side of things now for not quite as long as the fitness certainly, but you're talking 17 years, 18 years, and if I sat down and looked at my case notes properly, you're talking thousands of people. You're talking fit people, unhealthy people, sick people, people in chronic pain, people who've had injuries. There's a wide variety of people that come. But what's very common in all of them is all of them are lacking some mobility in certain parts of the body. Not necessarily in all, but in some. So for example, you would automatically think, okay, well, somebody old or unfit wouldn't be very mobile. Not necessarily true. Some of them can have extremely good flexibility and be extremely mobile, but they're unhealthy in certain areas of their life, which doesn't allow their body to function as well as it could, but their mobility is not too bad. Whereas you could get somebody who's super fit and healthy, does CrossFit, does all kinds of weights and things, but when it comes to touch their toes or move in a comfortable, flowing fashion, they simply can't do it because their bodies are tight. So what we're looking at with mobility really is increasing your body's mobility. Now, mobility is this. It's the ability to move a joint in a range, in its full range of motion. So what we want in each joint is each joint's specific full range of motion. Okay. Now what that means, for example, is if with our wrist, okay, so with our wrist we want to be able to go left and right. We also want to be able to do a full circle in one direction and in the other direction. So that's talking about our wrist joints. There's actually a few joints in the wrist, but we're not going to go into that much depth here. But when you see people go into the gym and they do a warm-up, they'll get on the cross trainer or they'll get on the bike or whatever piece of cardiovascular equipment they'll get on, and they'll warm up in one direction. And then they'll get up and then maybe start doing something else, they'll do press-ups or whatever. Now, what we're looking at doing is about specifically working through the body. Now, I don't know if any of you remember, but I think it was 2 years ago I did the month of mobility. It's something I'm hoping to turn into a product, so rather than just doing it as an event through the month, I'm going to put it all together in one package, so we've got a month of mobility in one set, with all the images and the videos and everything that went with it. But for the time being, what I'd really like to do is start with your hands, your wrists, your elbows and your shoulders, okay? So what I'm going to get you to do is just looking at your wrists. Now, the first thing that's important with everything we do, whether we're exercising, sitting, standing, anything, is good posture. If you can sit yourself up in your chair, you want to sit yourself so that your 2 tailbones, your butt bones, are sitting in contact with your feet. Okay, your spine's quite long. And we're just going to come to the fingers. Now, all I want you to do to begin with is let your fingers go. And as you do it, breathe. So you just breathe nice and steady. Now, be aware if there's any tension that you can feel as you try to move your fingers. Now I can feel tension as I come through that ring finger and then to the end. Okay, so we're just going to come back, take your thumb in and out. All the way in, all the way out. Okay, now coming to the next finger, all the way down, all the way up. Now even some people, I struggle with some of these, Actually, just being able to move one finger at a time for some people is a struggle. Now, I'm tight through here on my left hand. Now, for those of you who know what I do for a living, obviously I'm with my hand all right. Second finger will come down. We're moving up. And the last one. Okay, and then let's just let them all go. Really as fast as you can, just let your fingers go around. Now, I don't know about you, but you feel this in your forearms. You just want to loose everything off. Now we're going to let the wrists, just the fingers relax, and just turn the wrist round. So take them round, and we'll take them in the middle. And then we're going to go in and out, in and out. And then we're going to let them shake off. Okay, now let's take it a little further on. We're going to warm our elbows up. And to do this, I want you to close your fingers, not your fist, just close your mouth. We're going to come towards you with my hip and like this. You're going to rotate your hands back and up, and then you're going to pull your elbows past your body, all the way past. Okay, and then you come forwards, rotate. See that rotation you use? Rotate out, come back, rotate forward. Turn your palms up, rotate your hands back. Now, if you can feel this now, not only are we moving the elbows and warming the elbow joints up, we're warming the shoulder joints up. We're warming the muscles in the back up slightly because we do that bit of pull up and back. You're warming your core up because you're using your breathing. And we're going here. Okay? Now, we're going to go with the elbows. Now, I want you just to make this a wave movement. Okay? So we're going there. A nice creasing noise around that shoulder. With it. Okay, take your arms forward. And make like a, you can do this, you can sit to music and dance to it if you feel so inclined. Put something relaxing on and just let it down. Okay, now we're going to take them out to the side. So we're going to have a little space here. See my pirate ship in the background. Okay, so you can see, I'm going to do this out. So we're going to go in and out. In and out. And we're really warming all the muscles up through the shoulder, again, through the shoulder, through the elbow joint. And then bring it back. And then let's just do a normal shoulder circle. Taking it round. And taking it forward. Now I want you to move your shoulder again. Okay, so this is my neutral position. I'm going to squeeze my shoulders forward. I'm going to take my shoulders back. Taking them forward. Taking them back. So I'm opening up my rib cage. I'm closing the rib cage at the front and opening the rib cage at the back, let my head drop. I'm opening my rib cage at the front, opening my chest bones, opening up my collarbone, right the way through, and close now. Open up and close. And as you do your mobility, you want to make your movements just slightly bigger. Each time you make a movement, so you can make it a little bit bigger. Now we're going to move. I'm going to stand up and do here. We're going to go through here, and I want you to move the rib cage. Right, so from here, we are effectively moving the rib cage around. Take it around the other way. Okay, I'm going to let that go. Okay, now arms are never going to warm up. We're going to take it up to the head and shoulders. Okay, so a really common thing again that people don't do is warm up their neck sufficiently. So we're going to do so. Tuck it down. And up. When we've got the head up, we don't want to really move the neck side to side. We're just looking up and down. Now, if you're doing this with me, I hope you're starting to feel it already. But where I was really stressed, well, not really stressed, but it had a tight before I started. I'm feeling loads better already. Okay. And then let's go side to side. Take it as far as you can. And then round. As far as you can to the side. And round. As far as you can. And back. And as far as you can. And back to center. Now I'm going to go sideways. Taking it once. And then And breathe. Now I'm going to take this slightly forward. And on the other side. Just like a tip to the side and then a nod forward. Now what I'm going to get you to do is look up. So we're going to tuck the chin up towards the ceiling. Now when you get there, I want you to raise your chin up, okay? When you get your chin up, you're going to stick the tongue out. Okay, so we go up. You take your chin up. And then stick your tongue out, okay? So we take it up, lift your chin, you take your tongue. And down. One more time. Okay. Now, like I said, I started this call and there was a lot going on, and I was quite, and now I'm happy too. I'm quite de-stressed and feeling good. Now, we're not going to do any more of the body just now. What I'm going to do is put together, largely, apart from the fact that we were kind of relating things tonight, I'd rather put a video on the page of a mobility program for you to do. But at the end of the day, really, your mobility is so important for a number of reasons. And we spoke last week about improving the situation in your body. You need to get the blood to the cells. Now, each joint, even down to the tiny joint here, the tip of our fingers, that joint requires lubrication. Now, to get the lubrication to the tip of that finger, we need to move that joint. Now, quite often, do a mouse click or whatever. So, but we want to get the joints, all of the joints, all of the ends of the fingers working. The only way to do that is to move the fingers and move the joints. So, if you've got this hand and you don't really do any small movements of it during the course of the day, the fingers probably don't get the flexibility, the movement that they need. I mean, I do this and I get really tight with my hands, but like I say, I work my hands. Whatever you do as your job on a day-to-day basis, it's going to cause different levels of tension and stretch in your body. And what we want to do with mobility is whatever job or whatever activity you've done during the day, we want to use your mobility program, your mobility work, to undo any tension that you put through your body and to strengthen up any muscles that have become weak during the day. Very loose and easy way of saying it. So if you're sitting down all day, then what we want you to do is we want you to get up and we want you to move your hips and we want you to move your legs and we want you to stretch your legs out and we want you to work your hip flexors out, strengthen your butt muscles. Okay? If you are sitting typing all day, then we want you to get your fingers stretched out, relaxed. Here, like me, I need to stretch my hands regularly. My flexibility in my hands is shocking every few days. And just because I don't do this enough, I need to get back to doing it every day, which I don't do anymore. So it's about getting the blood pumping around your body and getting what each of the joints and each of the cells in your body needs by getting the blood and the circulation around. And the only way to do that is to use them. Like I said before, it's mobility. It's not exercise. We're not asking you to the gym. We're not asking you to do anything that you need to sweat or burn energy, a huge amount of energy for. But we are asking you to move your body to help you get the blood, the nutrients, and all the good stuff around your body completely, rather than it just staying in places and not really getting a lot of effect. I've lost my train of thought. Not utilising it properly and not moving your body the way it's designed to be moved. I mean, our bodies are amazing, they're machines. I mean, you think about all the years of development that they're having to make a robot that looks like a human and moves like a human. And it's taken them years, and they still haven't got it that good. So we are absolutely phenomenal. The physical, emotional, intelligent abilities that we have got are phenomenal, and we don't use them. So I'm asking you, if you are a person who doesn't move at all, for whatever reason, be it laziness, be it not feeling tired, be it because you've had an illness, be it because you've got injury or pain somewhere, ask yourself sincerely, can you sit on a chair or a sofa and do the routine that we've done tonight? And if you've got like elbow or wrist injuries, can you do one side? Can you at least start something and start the energy pumping around your body? Because I can say now, without a doubt, I feel 100% better now than when we started, 20 minutes ago. All right. So I'm actually going to leave it tonight with you. I haven't got anybody asking me any questions or having any interaction, so I'm going to leave it there. What I am going to do though over the next week or so is aim to get together. I've got a couple of mobility videos already. Maybe I'll put them up so that you can start working on them. But look at shooting some more videos for the mobility programs that I give to my rehabilitation clients. Now, when I say rehabilitation clients, I'm talking people who are improving and rehabilitating their posture. So what we do is I give them specific corrective exercises to do, and then I give them the entry flow program on top of that to get their whole body more mobile, to work out, like we did that just now, working the elbows, the wrists, and moving the body in different planes of motion. So I shall do my best to get that video series up and sorted, because I've been talking with you for a long time. And then any questions in the meantime, I'm going to post a replay of this up on the page. Next Monday, we've got our seminar at 8 o'clock on Monday, okay? Apparently my internet has been sorted now, so I shouldn't have any problems with them, they promised me. They increased my bandwidth because there was an error on the line, so we should be good. Yeah, and that's it. But remember, any questions at all, post it to the Origins Wellness Tenerife page, and post it to my private Facebook page, ask me a question there. You've got the website information there, if there's any questions you want to read the blog. But please don't stay quiet. You know, if there's anything at all I can help you with and you've got questions about, then ask me. And the one last thing I'm going to say before I go is remember that we are starting our All Change online program on the 12th of September. So we've got like 3.5 weeks left, I think it is, for you to sign up for that. Ask me any questions you've got about that. It is all purely online, and we'll probably be using this program, Zoom, to run the webinars with the group sessions together, and doing our training and things together online. And I can share screens on here. And look out over the next couple of days, because I'm going to be putting up, this is our 8th year anniversary year in Tenerife, here in Tenerife. It was 8 years ago in August that I opened my clinic there and rented a room. So I've decided to do a special 8th anniversary giveaway, and it's extremely special, and I'm really excited about doing it. So keep a lookout for that as well. But any questions at all, please ask me. And it's a shame nobody was with me tonight, but that's fine, because I know it was all late and a day late. And questions, ask me. I'm here. Okay? Lovely. Thank you.